Welcome back to Eyes Open Media. And welcome to Wall Street News and Wall Street World News, okay? So we're going to check around the markets and we're going to check out the Wall Street, and we're also going to dissect the charts of Google, Googl, and see if the stock chart is a buy or a sell, okay? So let's begin here with Wall Street in America. Okay, so last week we saw Wall Street take a dive. Okay, and we thought, oh wow, it's going to go down to 13,000, maybe even 9,000. Today, corrections were a little bit made. Okay, it did go down a negative and then come back positive to end the day. Okay. So it closed above 16,000. It needs to hold over 16,000. Okay, we're going to see 20,000 in the near future. Okay, if not, it's going to continue to go down. The next spot is probably 13,000. Okay, so it's at 16,016.02 right now, and it was up 27.94 and points, and it percentage-wise, that's 0.17%. Okay. NASDAQ was actually down today, okay? So down again. It's actually the only thing down on the major stocks or exchanges was the NASDAQ. 4,476.95, down 11, minus 11.467, which is minus 0.26%. Oil was actually oil was up. Well, actually, oil hit about almost $32 a barrel, but closed idle basically today with $29.43 a barrel. That is absolutely low. Okay, so it's under 30. It's under $30 a barrel. Okay, and gold actually, let's see. Maybe I don't know why these things are saying that they're idle. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just the charts. Okay. So maybe gold. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if gold finished high or low. I think looks like gold finished low, and looks like oil was down today as well. And it could just be it could just be my reading right here. Okay. Let me actually. No, I can't put it on there. Oh man. Okay. It looks like oil was down today. Okay. It's at 29.43. But it's saying idle on here. It's saying 000. So I don't know. Yeah. It might just be a mistake. And gold was actually down as well. It's at 1,087.3. Okay, and it's also showing 000. Okay, so that must be a mistake. It must be a website mistake. That's fine. Let's see here. Euro versus the dollar. Let's see. The euro was up on the dollar. The euro's at 1.09113, which is 0.04%. Okay. It says here that the global stocks higher, but concerns remain for energy sectors. Yeah, well, the Dow was only up 27 points. So that's not really higher. And it was actually down for the day until the last couple of seconds there. It actually rallied up, okay? It says that Wells Fargo exceeds Citi. Okay, for what though? What does exceed? In banking? Says Intel moved to lock down business PCs. Says Morgan Stanley swings to profit despite slump in debt trading. Third update. Okay. Barclays plans to scale back in Africa. What, Africa ain't bringing you no money? It says it says High Court to weigh limits on insider trading prosecutions. Okay. I say, yeah, that's a big problem with a lot of people is insider trading. Let's see here. Let's go to the Asia markets. Everything is up. Let's see. Well, the Nikkei is idle on here, so I don't know. Okay, it's idle because it opens in 58 minutes. Okay, maybe that's why. So we're not gonna get the Nikkei. We're not gonna get the Nikkei news from yesterday because it's idle. It's about to open in 58 minutes, so so the future reports are going to start to come out here soon. So, okay, let's move on then. Let's go to Hang Seng was up to 2.03%. Shanghai was up 3.12. Everything in Europe was up. The FTSE 100 was up 1.68%. DAX was up 1.50%. CAC 40 was up 1.97%. Let's see, S&P 500 was up 0.05. Mexican Bozo was up 0.50. And the Brazilian was the only thing that was down, really, minus 1.33. Okay. Canada was up 0.41, and Chile was up 0.15. Mexico, we already talked about Mexico. Okay, so now let's go into Google, GOOGL, and it's found on the NASDAQ. So if you have your chart for Google, bring it up and let's look at the daily first, then we'll look at the weekly, and then we'll come back to the daily, and then we'll see if it's a buy or a sell on the charts, okay? Now, if you disagree with the buy or sell on the charts, let me know. Okay, comment below and let me know if you think it's a buy or sell. It's like if I say it's a buy, if you and you say no, I think it's a sell. Let me know and let me know why, so I can also learn with you. Okay, so I'm not like a stock guru or something like that. You know what I mean? I'm just looking at the charts and how I was taught. What 10 years ago when I was living about 11 years ago when I was living in Dubai, and we were out there doing stocks and charts and stuff like that. So when I was a young kid, I was a young man leading the pack in the desert. All right, so let's see here. Let's see, Google opened at 720.15. The high was 725.35. The low was 709.85. The close was 719.08. The volume was 2.4 million. The change was plus 8.59, which is plus 1.21%. Okay. Let's see, the RSI 14 is at 39.23, which is low. Normal is 50 for those who are new. So 39.23 means that you're probably going to see the stock in a decline mode. And so if you just look at the RSI 14 and you see the number and it's below 450, you know the stock's going down. That's it. I mean, it just tells you basically if the stock's going up or down. Just look at that RSI and it'll let you know where it's swinging. Okay. It's not that hard. So let's go to the, and also the MACD will also do the same thing because the bars will be below zero. Okay. And the red lines will usually be below zero as well, unless something is kind of strange. They usually with the bars below zero. Okay. So the MACD, the bars are below zero. And the red line is at minus 5.569, and the black line is at minus 11.240. Okay, now let me add the SAR, and then we'll get into the actual chart here. So let me update it with the SAR. Okay, so now let's look at the chart. Okay, the 50-day moving average is at 760.30. Now remember, the stock closed at 719.08, so that means that the 50-day moving average at 760.0 is resistance. Okay, let's see here, and let's see, the 200-day moving day average is at 651.05. Okay, and we know that's below that's below 719.08. So that means that the 200 moving day is support. Okay, it's max support actually. When you're looking at this chart, you better not go below that or you're in trouble. And the SAR is sitting at 755.59. Which means that the SAR is in the sell position, and it's been in the sell position on the daily chart for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. About 12 days, okay, give or take. 12 days as this stock has been at a sell, and it started around, looks like it started around the first day of 2016. So this stock has been in a sell for 19 days. Okay, so never mind about that 12 days. This stock has been in a sell for 19 days. Okay, it actually hit 800. It looks like it hit $800 a share, 800 per share. And then it started to do its dive, okay? So now it's at 719.08 as the markets are doing a dive as well. Today they were up though, they're up a little bit though, so that doesn't really count. They're still up though. So let's see here. So the SAR is a sell. So now let's move on to the weekly charts, and then we'll come back to the daily and decide if it's a buy or sell, okay? And we'll look at the support systems and stuff like that. Okay, so let's go to the weekly chart. Okay, so the weekly chart, the RSI is at 53.02, which is good. It's above 50, okay? And it's curling, so it looks like it might even come back up to 70. Let's see, the 50-day moving average is at 638.68, which is support. The 200 is at 503.35, which is support. The SAR is at 794.80, which is a sell. So, and on the weekly charts, it's a sell. Yep, since the first day of 2016. Yep. So, okay. So it's been a sell, and the price has been dropping as well. The MACD, it's got since the beginning of the year, it's got 3 bars down. But see, look, on the weekly charts, the black line and the red line are on the positive sides, okay, not the bottom, not below 0. So see what I'm saying? Sometimes on the weekly, it's the opposite. The bars are down, but the lines, the black and red lines, are on the top. So that's a good sign. Okay, so let me see. And this chart goes way back to about August 2013 till now. And as you can see, it, if you're looking at the chart, it was around like 430, excuse me, about 430, and it exploded up to about 600. Then it came back down to about 500, and then exploded up to about 700. It came back down to about 600, exploded up to about 800, and now it's headed back to about, then it hit 700. So you can only imagine if the trend continues, it's going to explode up to 900. Okay, so that's the trend. It looks like it's going up, then coming back down to 600, then explode to 800, then come to 7. So now the trend is that on the weekly charts, it's going to explode to 900. So let's see. So let's go back to the daily charts and see what we see. Okay, so the daily charts looks like August was when it hit the 600 mark, and went below the support of the 50-day moving average, and then came back all the way up. And then it's been riding the 50-day moving average, and then now it's trading below the 50. See, this is the problem right here, because it's now trading below the 50-day moving average on the daily charts. Okay, see, on this, when August 24th, it went below it, but then it closed above it, and same thing the next day is closing above it, but here in October, actually September 28th to October, it was actually trading below the 50-day moving average, okay, for a couple of days, and then then it broke out and it closed above it, and then it's been closing above it ever since, and then now it's beginning. I guess the first week of 2016, it's been trading below it, okay? So it needs to close above 760, okay? So that means that, and we know that the support level on the daily chart is at 651. Could it go all the way to 651? Matter of fact, let's go back to the weekly chart to see if it has ever touched the 200-day moving average. not even close. So it has not even come close to the 200 moving day average. That's good. Okay, that's a good sign that the bulls come in and move it up. Okay, so going back to the daily chart, let's see if this is a stock as a buy or sell. Down the SAR is at a sell, but it's been at a sell for a long time. It's been at a sell for the first 19 days. If you go back and look at the SAR, there's one more time that it was that long, and that was between August and September. Okay, and then it peaked up a little bit, and then it went back down, and then it started to climb again. So just by looking at that and knowing that it hasn't even come close to the 200 moving day average, and it usually, if it touches the 700, which it did already, it usually means that it's going to go to 900. Okay, that's been the trend. So I like the trends, and I'm gonna continue with the trends, even though the market is bad right now. As it was only up 27 points today, so the markets could go down another 3, 4, 500 points tomorrow. Then we're in big trouble. You know what I mean, for Google, but if we're following the chart trend, this is a buy. It's a definitely buy, because the next trend means that it's going to hit $900 a share. Okay, and that's been the trend. So we're going to keep with that, especially when you know that the 651 has not that which is a 200 moving day average hasn't even been tested since a long time ago. Okay, it doesn't even come close. The bulls come in and they run it up, and it went to 700, and it quickly came back up from 700. So there's probably a lot of buys in there at the 700 mark. So right now it's at 719, which is is a good number away from 700. So if the market just stays steady, I think Google can definitely see 900 in the near future. So this stock is a clear buy. Okay, so that's it for me. Currency 365 powered by Eyes Open Media, and Google is a buy, even though the markets are in a shaky position, because we believe that it's going to see 900 if the trend continues on the chart. Currency 365 powered by Eyes Open Media. Thank you guys for subscribing, liking, sharing. Thank you guys for fan funding and hitting that button with the $ to just support both channels, and also for those that are hitting the PayPal button to support the channels as well. That is quicker for us to get money to do things for the channel and do things for ourselves as well, to pay bills and things like that. Okay, so thank you. Currency 365. I am out. Eyes open.